Who is the best bowler to have never won a major title? That was the question I tried to answer in a recent video I made where I picked out some of the best players who really should have won a major. Those players included Ryan Schaefer, Dick Ritka, Dick Allen and John Mazza, but it became clear from the comments section that I needed to make a part 2 because there were some more players who really should have made the list. Which is why I'm back with this video to look at some more of the best PBA bowlers who came so close to becoming major champions but for various reasons just fell short. I've taken all of your suggestions and will be discussing each one, but don't forget you can comment below if there's any other players that you feel I've missed out. I've chosen 4 more bowlers for today's list, so let's start this video off straight away with number 1, Guppy Troop.
2 veteran players.
And he's got a good start. The reaction of Guppy Troop. He can do it. The gentleman who has 300 games,
made
23
another good
times.
shot.
Yep.
Very good shot.
Great camera shot. Is it there? Yep. Yeah, in this year's Showboat Invitational, Marshall Holman had the first 9 strikes against Guppy. Right of Neptune Beach, Florida, 35-year-old Guppy Troop.
Another good shot. Good shot.
Yep.
Cut the lead to 22 with that strike. 7 previous titles. He's going for number 8 today. Another good shot.
Yep. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Either gotten a strike or an open in his match with David Ozier.
Very important he gets his strike.
So he doubles up. Keep it alive.
Guppy Troop, the father of Kyle Troop, was an excellent bowler in his day and had a solid pro career, earning 8 tour titles. He was an eccentric character, well known for his dress style on TV that always caught the eye. Unfortunately, him and his flamboyant outfits never won a major. The closest he came was in 1984 when he finished 2nd in the US Open, putting up a valiant effort but just losing out to Mark Roth. While Guppy never won a major, Kyle certainly has, and currently has 2 majors. When Kyle won his first title, it made him and Guppy the 4th father and son combination to each win titles on the PBA Tour. Number 2, AJ Johnson.
3 have come in this game. Time is now for Johnson. Again, flirts with disaster, but gonna need all that training at this point to come back and avoid further trouble. Trip forward pin there. To cut it to 24 in the 8th frame. Does that. In a groove now. Look, job right at you there. Needs the strike. Gets a strike! How about it for AJ Johnson? What a comeback! 8 for the victory. He's got it! He gets 9!
Now, AJ Johnson isn't just one of the best players to have never won a major. For a long time, he was also one of the best to have never won a PBA title. He does now have 1 title that he won in Sweden, however it does still count as a PBA title, but he's not yet won one on US soil. And the reason that I put him on this list is that he has come close to winning a major, and he was the 1 seed at the 2015 USBC Masters but would lose to Jason Belmonte. Aside from that, he's had a number of other top 5 finishes, for example, the 2022 US Open and the 2022 Masters. I know I've said this before about AJ, but it really is a matter of time before he wins another title, and I really think that when he does, it could well be a major. We've seen him on TV a couple of times in 2025, so he's still competitive and making shows. He definitely has the talent to win a major, and let's see what the 2026 season brings for Johnson. Number 3, Ronnie Russell.
This is a different ball game, though.
Dave, he looks really good in that double show.
Good looking shot, Ronnie Russell. Really an amazing story. And hurry and does. Russell loves where he is right now. He's in great shape. Keep on trucking, Ronnie Russell.
It was very surprising to me that Russell only has 2 titles. I thought he had a couple more, and I feel he definitely had the talent to win a major during his prime years. He won his first title in 2014 at the Bear Open, and he had lost in 5 title matches before getting that win. He won again in 2015 at the Badger. In the same year, he had his best finish at a major when he finished second at the Players' Championship, losing out to lefty legend Parker Bone III. Since his second title, Russell has had a bit of a rough ride on the tour, but in the period of 2008 to 2015, he put in some great performances. Unfortunately, it did not translate to any major wins. Number 4, Jason Sterner.
There is a rule on what the hardness has to be, and once it gets
Forward to seeing the college kids out there.
in this pattern.
Okay, look at the sheet. Is it Jason Belmonte?
Belmonte, 2016, 2017. The PBA, as of March 7th, will ban any urethane bowling ball made prior to 2020.
Finally, we have Jason Sterner, a 3-time titleist who is a strong contender for one of the best to never have won a major, simply because of his performances in the majors over the last 6 years. He's had top 5 finishes in the 2019 Tournament of Champions, the 2021 USBC Masters, the 2021 US Open, and the 2023 and 2024 Tournament of Champions. He also had a runner-up finish in the 2022 World Championship where he lost to Chris Prather. So clearly he's been very consistent in the major tournaments and he's had some fantastic runs in the last few years, but it is just not translated into a win yet. He seems very consistent when he does get going, but just seems to fall short at the line. He made the play-in telecast for the 2025 Players' Championship, so he's still putting himself into contention in the majors. He just needs to find that extra gear when he does make shows to push himself over the line. If he keeps on making telecasts, you really do fancy him to win one soon. So those were 4 more bowlers who I felt were some of the best to have never won a major. But as I said earlier, I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below if there's any other players you feel should have made this list. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, I would really appreciate it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button below. That's going to do it from me for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.